Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're kind of doing a different video, as you can probably tell by the setup, which is not mine. It's my boyfriend's like gaming setup because he streams. But I'm bringing to you an MLM tier list video. We're going to rank some MLMs. I couldn't quite get to all of them because obviously there's like hundreds and the video would be way too long. So if you enjoy this, let me know down below. We can definitely do a part 2. As well, I'm going to pop my Instagram somewhere on the screen and you can go ahead and follow me over there if you want to connect with me, as well as you can send me your own MLM like horror stories, experiences, any clips you want me to react to over there. And yeah, go ahead and hit the subscribe down below so you can see my future videos, as well as part 2 to this one if you enjoy this video. Okay, so I just want to give a little disclaimer here that we are going to be obviously ranking MLM videos, duh, like I just said, which means that, yeah, some of them are going to be ranked above others. I just want to point out, which I'm sure it is obvious by now, I don't think any MLMs are good. I don't agree with any of them or like any of them. But for the purposes of this video, some of them are going to be ranked higher than others. And as well, like, this video is just meant to be kind of funny. It's obviously not going to be my most like educational or informative video, just kind of for laughs. And I thought it'd be fun for us to rank them, and I want to know what you guys think down below, like what your rankings would be, what you think is the worst. I'll go over my tiers here really quick too. So if you aren't familiar with the tier list, it comes from gaming. I think it started with like fighting games, and basically it's a way to rank characters by like how good they are. So it sometimes can go longer than this, but most tiers will just be like D to A, D being the worst. You can get like E, F tier, stuff like that, but you don't have to. S is actually the best tier, and then there's double S tier, but I'm not including that on this because none of them deserve that honor. So D, I have absolute shite tier, which is just like worst of the worst, scummy, bad MLMs, just bad companies. C is danger, which I put that one in because that's like, yeah, you still want to stay away. Those are still sketchy. I was kind of thinking in my head of those ones being like the MLMs where they like encourage poor or scary behavior. B, scamtastic. I think that one speaks for itself. A is just like meh, you know, it's bad, but like whatever. And then S is it's bad, but so that one, it's like maybe there's a slight silver lining to that one. And of course, I just want to say again, I don't like any MLMs. I think that every single MLM, any of the ones that I mentioned, and even ones that I don't, are all bad companies. Ultimately, there's always going to be a story about one of these companies harming someone, and I'm just not okay with that. So for the purposes of this video just being funny and lighthearted, don't take it too seriously. As well, if you're watching this video and you love these companies, I don't really understand why you're here, but don't take it to heart. You know, you can like something that I don't like. It is no big deal. So I'll let you know the criteria I'm kind of thinking about with these is mainly like the products, the MLM reps that I've seen or had experiences with, my own experiences with the brand, and I haven't looked into every single one, so I'm gonna have to search some of them up. Also, if you sent me one and it's not in this, I'm really sorry. I did get sent a lot, and I wanted to do some more like popular and then some lesser known ones, which again, if I didn't include yours, comment it down below, or if you have a different idea, and if you like this one, we'll do a part 2. Okay, so we'll kick it off here. The first one on the list is a classic. We have Arbonne. Let me think about that. So Arbonne, if you're not familiar, they sell mainly like wellness products. They have skincare. They kind of are getting into a whole bunch of stuff now, which is obviously pretty scammy. So I'm thinking B. Yeah, I'm going to go with B, scamtastic. You know, it's definitely not like the worst ever. The reps are pretty consistent, but I would say it's definitely not great. It's a very well-known one though, so that's why I put it there. Next up we have, it's a little cut off, so I apologize, but the next one is Amway. So Amway, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna have to do a little quick search about Amway because, to be honest, I don't fully understand. I've heard so many bad things, so I already have an idea of where it is going, but I don't quite understand what products they sell because I always get this one mixed up with a different one. Let's see, shop products. Oh, okay, so it's like nutrition, beauty, personal care, all of that jazz, in case you are unaware too. I always get that one mixed up with one of the insurance ones. So yeah, it's Amway. Definitely heard a lot of bad things. They tend to do a lot of like, what's the word? They seem to do a lot of like meetings with people as well, where they try to recruit. It's very like culty. I'm gonna have to go with, do I want to put one down here that soon? This is tough. I'm gonna have to put it in shite tier. I think that one's pretty bad. I've just heard too many horror stories not to put it there. To be honest, if it was just based on my experience with this MLM, it would be a little bit higher. But because I've heard so many bad things, I just can't in good conscience put it any higher than absolute shite tier. Next up, we have Beachbody, a classic, one that I have a personal experience in. And Beachbody in general, like, I think that's a pretty bad one. So Beachbody sells like workout programs, and they also sell Shakeology, which is their like dietary shakes. I'm going to I think I'm gonna pop this one in danger, because they are constantly after people to lose weight. I don't like the idea of popping into someone's DMs and basically implying that they need to lose weight or get on a certain fitness routine in order to be healthy, be happy, etc. I just don't agree with that. So for that reason, they are gonna hang out in danger. Okay, sorry, I adjusted the screen a little bit. Next up, again, kind of cut off because I didn't think to pick photos that are the same shape. Beauty Counter. So Beauty Counter sells like natural skincare products. They sold in Sephora last year, which was interesting. But other than that, to be honest, like, I don't really have a whole lot of experiences with this brand. I think I'm gonna have to pop Beauty Counter into meh, just because like products, I did a video about that. They seem okay, you know, nothing to write home about. They don't seem the worst ever though. And they're like a very greenwashed company, which basically means that they're all about like promoting anti-toxicity and all that, natural products. They certify their own products, which I don't really agree with. Maybe, yeah. The next one is Color Street. Color Street is those nail wraps, and like right off the bat, I want to put it here just because of how they look. I want to put it in absolute shite tier because I've seen some unforgivable manicures with Color Street. But yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, where should we put Color Street? I'm gonna have to say meh. I've had not too many bad experiences with Color Street personally. I mean, like I said earlier, all MLMs are bad MLMs, but I haven't really had like a Color Street rep reach out to me. I haven't heard too many like absolute awful horror stories about them. So I think for that reason, they're gonna go in meh. Yeah. Saved by the fact that I have no personal experience with them. Next one up is Cutco. So Cutco is cutlery, knives specifically. I think, I would imagine they sell other stuff. Let's pop on the website and just have a look, actually. Jeez, that's zoomed in. Enter to win. No, I'm good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. They're out here selling like $50, $100. That is a $77 butter knife. Yeah, I don't feel happy. I don't feel happy with that at all. I think I'm gonna have to put that in danger. Danger, those prices are way too high. And Cutco seems like one of the original MLMs where people would like go door to door selling it. That's like kind of what I've heard of it anyways. I'm kind of surprised it's still around, because how do you make a business last selling $100 kitchen knives? It's not something I'm gonna understand, but yeah, for that reason, yeah, we'll leave them there. Yeah, okay. So next up, we have Doterra. Doterra is an oil MLM. They sell like essential oils. I'm assuming other stuff. I don't really know. Maybe it's just oils. That is definitely going to have to go in danger, solely for the fact that I have seen a few too many Facebook posts of people suggesting to put them on like the oils on children, suggesting to feed them to your pets, to eat them yourself, like to put them in your cooking, and that's just not something I can get behind. So for that reason, I'm going to pop them over in danger, because I don't like that at all. And the next one, oh yeah, okay. I was like, what is that? What is that MLM? This is the next one. It's kind of cut off, but it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Enagic, I think. They sell like the Kangen water, which I don't really understand that. It's like a filtration system that like makes your water healthier or something. I watched a really great video about this. It's by Anna's Analysis, which I'll link that video down below too, because that's kind of what like opened my eyes to this even being a thing. But it's basically just like it produces Kangen water, And the claims about the water are like ridiculous. For that reason, I'm actually going to put it, believe it or not, despite not knowing very much about it, I'm going to put it in absolute shite tier. And the reason is because a lot of people will claim that can like miraculously cure like illnesses, or that the reason why people are like ill and stuff is because they don't have this type of water. And I just think that that is super, super scummy. So I'm definitely not okay with that. So the next MLM here is called Green Compass. Now this one wasn't one I was familiar with, but it looks like it sells oils, essential oil blends. I see right here on their website a girl ingesting the oils. This one's a metabolism boost oil. Let me see what else they sell here. Okay, yeah. So they're just really overpriced oils. Again, surprise, they're overpriced, as all MLMs are. But yeah, Green Compass, I don't know the most about them. I haven't really had a lot of negative experiences with them. The prices are ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to put it into B tier. Okay. Next up, I have Epicure, which again, the logo is cut off. Sorry about that. But Epicure, again, not too many negative experiences with it. My boyfriend's mom, actually, I don't think she like sells it, I'm not really sure, but she's given us a couple of the like spices and everything. She definitely doesn't like push it if she does sell it. So for that, I appreciate. And I won't lie, I enjoyed them. I wouldn't buy them myself, obviously, just because I'm not going to support the company. That's just a personal decision. But if I'm gifted something, I'm not just going to like throw it away or anything like that. And I did enjoy them. And overall, I would say it's relatively harmless. I mean, I'm sure someone has had a bad experience, but I'm actually going to put this in S tier. I know. We got an MLM in S tier, everybody. But that one, yeah, I just don't feel like it's the worst. It's definitely not the worst in my books anyways, based on my own personal experience. I'm sorry if that doesn't align with yours. The next one is called 31, which I also wasn't familiar with this. It looks to be, from what I can see anyways, sorry this is so zoomed in again, but they have like gift bags, cooler bags. Like it looks like they sell bags. What? Yeah, they sell bags. Ooh, okay. What the heck? Okay, so they sell bags. They sell $100. Like this looks like it's like almost plastic material. Not plastic, but you know the material that like when you walk, it's like it's that. Which I personally have never paid more than like $10 for that, and this bag is $104. So 31, not looking too good. Where should we pop her? Maybe I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in just Scamtastic, solely because I've had zero experiences with this MLM, but the products they're selling, they don't do it for me. They don't. I can't lie about that. They don't do it for me. Oh. Me every time I close it. Oh. So the next one we have is Herbalife. Herbalife is not my friend. I do not like Herbalife at all. I've definitely had quite a few people rage out to me. It seemed like they were selling that. It's nutrition shakes, for those of you who might not be aware. They definitely push that idea that like their products are going to cure you. They're going to make you lose weight. Like your weight's just going to fall off your body, basically. And I'm going to have to pop that in absolute shite tier, because I just cannot get behind the idea of that. And you know what? With that in mind, I think we're going to have to do a switch up here. And I think Beachbody, she's going to have to pop down into shite tier in order to be fair. Okay, so the next one I actually didn't know was an MLM at all, which is pretty shocking. Obviously on this logo it says home business opportunity. It's called J.R. Watkins, or Jess Watkins is like the main company name. I'm gonna pop it back down here. But I was kind of shook to find that out, because it is an MLM. Like I looked into it still, because my friend who sent it to me, she was like, I don't know if it still is, but it was before. And this is like the web page. Oh, I searched for soap. Okay. I'll explain that. Anyways, so you can sign up as an independent consultant. This is their webpage here. The reason I searched for soap is because when she sent me that, I was like, okay, well, let me look into it, make sure it's still an MLM. And then I saw this, that hand soap, and I was like, wow, that looks so familiar. And I feel like I've purchased this before. And I also think that they sell it in like my local grocery store. So it's one of those things where they have like regular sales and then they sell like just they can do the at-home consultant thing too, which is really interesting because I was like, whoa, I've seen that and had no idea. So that's really good to know. Sneaky. I'll say that much. Sneaky. And with that, I'm going to put it into Scamtastic because it's sneaky. I can't say anything about that other than it's very surprising. Next one up is Lavelle. It is cut off. I don't know if it's Level or Lavelle. I think it's Lavelle because it's like separated, you know. But this is the company that does Thrive. So Thrive is what I knew of. I actually didn't know that there was a company called Lavelle that like did Thrive up until relatively recently, probably in the last 6 months or so. I just thought Thrive was the company because that's all people talk about is like, oh my God, I love my Thrive, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so it's like, I don't really have any perception of what it is. It's like some nutrition thing. It's like a patch that, that you stick on and it supposedly changes your life and your health and it cures every problem you could ever have. Very sketchy. I'm going to pop that in absolute shite tier because people will make ridiculous, unbounded claims about those patches, like putting them on and saying that their spouse doesn't have to take their insulin for their diabetes anymore. And for that reason, I'm kind of in the way here. Sorry. There we go. I made me a little bit smaller. And for that reason, I'm popping it in absolute shite tier just because I'm not cool with that. Next, we have the Body Shop, which I'm familiar with this one. I wasn't familiar with the MLM again until like last year. I didn't realize they had a home-based business and stores. I've been in the store before. I've actually bought things at the store before. I had no idea. I think I'm just going to put them in meh because I don't like that. I don't like that I had no idea either. Kind of like with this one. But I've tried some products from the Body Shop and I liked what I've tried. I don't think I'll buy it anymore just because I don't really understand how, like, if I buy it at the store, will that support the MLM side of it? I don't really know. So for that reason, I'm just not going to. But when I did try products, I liked what I tried. They were fine. But yeah, I had no idea, which is really crazy that a lot of companies I feel like are starting to do this thing where they like have a regular company that everyone knows about and then they have this at-home sales too. I mean, I shouldn't say a lot, but it's more common than I realized, I guess. The next one that I have is Monet, and like right off the bat, I have to pop that here. I have to pop that in absolute shite tier. Just because, and I don't like to say it because I don't want to sound rude or anything. Honestly, the experiences that I have had that have been negative have pretty much exclusively been with Monet representatives. Obviously, I had my experience in Beachbody, wasn't great, didn't love it, but I don't honestly get messaged very often to even be recruited for Beachbody. I feel like 9 times out of 10, even like 9.5 times out of 10, when I get a cold message and I can tell right off the bat that it's MLM, I go and I look at what they're selling and it is pretty much always Monet. Like, that's just how it is. And I find just from what I have seen people post, which obviously I haven't gotten the best sampling, but I have found like the representatives that I've seen have been typically just like kind of the rudest, the meanest, like they're always saying really nasty things. So for that reason, and again, don't come for me. If you like Monet or for some reason you are a Monet representative and you're watching this, I'm sure you're fine. But my experience has been not good. So for that reason, absolute shite tier. That's just how it is. And I think the last one that I'm going to leave it on for this video, just so it's not too long and not too boring, is Lularoe. Now, Lularoe sells very interestingly patterned clothing. They started off, I think, as just leggings. They kind of expanded to like other clothes. They have like dresses, shirts, all that stuff. Not the best looking things I've ever seen. I've obviously never felt them or tried them. They're supposed to be these like super ultra soft leggings that like nothing else compares to. But I've seen a lot of complaints about them, like just ripping a hole. People have to buy thousands of dollars worth of stock. So this is one of the MLMs that you do actually need stock in. You can't just like start selling it. The stock packages can range like $5,000 plus up to like $10,000. People lose insane amounts of money. And for that reason, I'm going to put them in S. Put them in D tier. I don't think they can go to absolute shite tier just because, like, I feel like with these ones in absolute shite tier, they're either, like, very scammy. They're either very, like, they'll push things nutrition-wise that I just completely don't agree with. Or I've had personal, really bad experiences with. Lularoe have not had an experience with. And although, yeah, it costs like an absolute boatload of money, which I think is ridiculous, I don't feel like it's as dangerous as the people like in Herbalife saying, or like all the other ones saying that it'll cure you of any ailment that you have. So that's kind of why I put it into just danger and not like absolute shite. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked that video. I don't know if it's really long enough. I might make another one of these if you enjoyed it. So let me know down below if you would like to see more. Give it a thumbs up as well, because that helps me know if you guys enjoyed it or not. If you're not one to really comment, that's no worries if you're not. Hit that subscribe down below to see more videos like this and some more serious ones as well. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your tier list down below. You don't have to include all of these ones if you don't want to, but let me know like what's your top worst and top kind of like best or passable MLM. I don't know how to end this, but yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.